Hey guys, this is Nathan and I'm a reviewer guy here, reviewing a new EP. This is the new EP from Stone Sour. It's called Meanwhile in Burbank. This is the band's first studio EP, and this is a covers EP that was released for Record Store Day, which was this past Sunday, the 18th, 19th, my mistake. But I think it was released on the 18th? Something like that. But anyway, they released a single earlier this year, which was a cover of Metal Church's song The Dark. However, that cover is not in this EP. It was in a movie, which I completely forgot the name of, like Fear Clinic or something. But anyway, yeah, this EP features 5 covers, and let's get into it, track by track. And the EP opens with a cover of the Alice in Chains song We Die Young. I'm a big fan of Alice in Chains, so of course I enjoy the fact that Stone Sour did a cover of one of their songs for the EP. And what a cover it is. Corey Taylor's vocals are definitely on point with this one. He has a little bit of a Lane Staley influence on his vocals on this cover, but it's not too overbearing. The band still managed to make the song their own, so they did that one very well. Next is a cover of the Judas Priest song Heading Out to the Highway. To be honest, this one is a little less energetic than I was expecting. I'm not saying it's a bad cover, it just didn't meet my expectations. Like, usually when a band covers a Judas Priest song, they put a lot of energy into it. And, well, this one just wasn't as energetic as I thought it would be. Then we have a cover of the Kiss song Love Gun. I must say I enjoyed the fact that Stone Sour didn't choose to go for an obvious Kiss song like Rock and Roll All Night or Detroit Rock City to cover. Sure, all the bands being covered on this EP are pretty big names in their own right, but I believe Kiss is the most well-known out of all of them. Therefore, I'm especially glad they covered a not as popular song like Love Gun, and they didn't do a bad job of covering the song. Next up, it's a cover of the Metallica song Creeping Death. Stone Sour's version is actually not the first cover of this song I've heard. The first one I've heard was the Bullet for My Valentine version, which is good in its own right. But Corey's voice just has a bit more of an edge than Matt Tuck's. And James Hetfield's voice has an edge to it as well, obviously. But Corey's voice has a different edge to it than James's, and the instrumentals are on par too. The solo and riffs overall are just incredible, and it sounds like the original Metallica version, but it also has a different spin on it, and that's the sign of a good cover. And finally, we have a cover of the Black Sabbath song Children of the Grave. This cover is done very well. It does have that Black Sabbath vibe to it, but Stone Sour really made it their own too. As a matter of fact, I think this was the song they gave that treatment to the best. Favorites on the EP, We Die Young, Creeping Death, and Children of the Grave. I don't have any least favorites. Overall, the EP gets a 7 out of 10. For what it is, it's not too bad. I'm not too big on all covers, EPs, or albums. But some of them aren't too bad. This is one of them. So yeah, Stone Sour, Meanwhile in Burbank. They didn't do a bad job covering these songs. What did you guys think of this? What do you want to see me do in the future? And just so you know, I have an Apocalyptica review, Yellow Wolf, bunch of stuff coming up. There you go. Check out my stuff down there. And that, I'm Reviewer Guy, signing off.